If you've got 2.5 minutes to spare, I'm going to teach you how to make homemade spaghetti sauce without all those preservatives that are in the store-bought stuff. Start with 10 pounds of tomatoes. I'm using Roma tomatoes. You want to core these, get all of the insides out of them. You will then quarter them and set them aside for right now. In a large stock pot, you can saute up some onions and garlic and then add into your tomatoes. And you are going to boil these down for 20 minutes, stirring every 5 minutes with a lid on. So 5 minutes passes, stir, put the lid back on, another 5 minutes, do that for 20 minutes. After your 20 minutes is up, use a food processor, a blender, or a food mill and blend this until it is a liquid. After this point, you've got two choices. If you want to keep the seeds and the skins, like I do, you can go ahead and put it on your stove, add in any seasonings that you want. I kind of do a combination of everything. Onion powder, parsley, basil, chili powder, chicken seasoning that I make from home, bouillon, the whole 9 yards. And you're going to let this boil down on medium-low heat until it reduces or is as thick as you'd like it. If you don't want all the extra stuff, just use a mesh strainer and that's all you have to do. Remove the stuff and then put it back on the stove and add your seasoning and reduce it until you get the thickness that you're looking for. This part does take the longest. It took about 2 hours for me to get it to the thickness that I liked. Now, in order for me to water bath can, I don't know what the acidity level of these tomatoes are, so I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of citric acid into each one of these jars. Then I will debubble them and clean off the rims of the jars. And just like with all of our other canning projects, you'll put your lids and your rings on, fingertip tight. Don't cinch it down, but don't leave it too loose that it'll come off inside your canner. Place them in your water bath canner with about 2 inches of water over them. Once it starts to bubble, that's when you set your timer. Now, this recipe says 40 minutes, but you do have to adjust it for your altitude. So for me, that was 50 minutes. And that's all there is to it, guys. These are good for 2 years on your shelf, ready to use, no preservatives, completely healthy, and absolutely delicious. As always, I really appreciate you all watching my videos, and I hope this has helped and taught you some new stuff. We'll see you in the next one.